First, I'd like to start by giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai and to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who are teaching this truth, and salutations to the hopeful elect as we're trying to reach them from the four quarters of the earth. As I'm prophesying here, last time I was here on this side of Market Street was during the eclipse, and boy, a lot of things have popped off since the eclipse, because the Day of Atonement came, and then right after that, what'd you see? The hurricanes. And so Yahweh Shai told us, the disciples, what time it was, what time we're in now. And I'll start in Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. That is the counterfeit Cesare Borgia, Christianity, the counterfeit. And ye shall hear wars and many rumors of wars. See that ye not be troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these things are the beginnings of sorrows. And again, we see that popping off. You're hearing of wars and rumors of wars. The rumors that North Korea, that they're going to go into North Korea and try to disarm that because, Trump and his cronies, the Illuminati, the Rothschilds, want a regime change. And so they're going to push this whole narrative about nuclear weapons. But who uses nuclear weapons anyways? Who dropped bombs on Japan? Well, that wasn't North Korea. No, but you see, that's just it. The entire world is getting tired of the hammer of the whole earth, the whore, Babylon the Great, America. Tired of them telling them that, well, you can't have nuclear weapons. And kind of funny, all these allies that were with America on the war against Syria, Turkey has turned and now has gotten S-400 systems from Russia because they're not playing the game anymore, because of course America broke its agreement with Erdogan and pretty much was allowing the Kurds to take control of these cities. So Erdogan pulled out of the Syrian war, because Turkey was once an ally, but now, and it's just a matter of time that the rest of them, like Iraq, start to side with Russia, because let's face it, Iraq wants America out of there. They're tired of it, They're tired of all these policies, and they're tired of being attacked, and they're tired of all these terror groups that the Americans keep on supporting, the Edomites. So we're seeing the beginning of sorrows, and we said it before, that America will soon look like Aleppo and all these other places that they've destroyed. And we're seeing that just with the hurricanes, And the funny thing is that they deserve every bit of it, because they support a system that goes into countries and does this and took down our people. You notice, though, that Edomite had recently, we stood up to that Edomite, and she was selling our war in factions, the feathers, and the Edomite had the nerve to say that we'd lost the war. Well, either way, though, they stopped selling as of that time, and that was in Albuquerque. I don't know if you saw those prior videos, but we put them out there. But either way, though, I also wanted to state this, as many others have stated this, that while weather control is a part of Esau's weapons, we know the scripture in Revelation 12, Woe unto you that dwell among the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down having great wrath, for he knows the time is short. It's of course talking about Esau, the so-called white man, being able to use weather control and all these weapons against the people. Well, we know that it's Yahweh himself and Yahweh Shai allowing them to do this, because of the fact that 2/3 of our people don't want to wake up as to who they are. They idly walk by, they mock at us, they laugh at us, they make false accusations against us, saying that we're rapists. All kinds of things are, And so the Most High is getting tired of this, and he's punishing these wicked, you know, two-thirds, as well as the Edomites. You know, you think Esau's on the side of Edomites? Absolutely not. You know, all these benefits, these Amalekites hate Edomites. They hate everybody. And so they want to depopulate, and we're seeing their depopulation skills. But it is the Most High that's allowing Esau to divide against himself, to become the sword against himself. You know, just like what happened with the walls of Jericho, we're seeing it again. And so, you know, all these things are the beginning of sorrows. So reading further on in Matthew chapter 24, because Yahushua was telling us what time it was going to be. They shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Well, it's not the name Jesus Christ, because everybody loves that name, because he's a cool hippie dude. He's a Caucasian, right? No, they hate us because we claim the names of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. You know, and they come up against us, they call our work and say that, you know, we're rapists and all kinds of things. And, you know, and then, of course, this is also talking about, you know, when the mark, you know, the penalty is death for not receiving the mark, so they're going to deliver you up to kill you. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Like you've got these fake-ass Christians talking about the September 23rd rapture, and we know what the rapture really is, but they don't want to talk about that. It's when the Edomites are destroyed. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Well, what's happening? A lot of people are falling out of this truth. Well, they can't handle it. They can't deal with it. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Again, you know, you have to endure this thing to the very end. And the gospel of this kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And that's what we're doing right now, is we're prophesying the end of days. We're prophesying the end of Esau's terror. You know, this whore, Babylon the Great, America is coming to its end. You know, England, one of its strongest allies, is now part of the Brexit system, and we already know about the BRICS systems, so they're pulling away from the petrodollar. They're tired of Trump and the cronies there telling them what to do. And again, you know, we know that people don't want to take heed to this, so, you know, talking about what shall happen, jump down to verse 31, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. That's what we're doing right now, is we're blowing the trumpet. An angel means messenger. So we're blowing that trumpet right now, to gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the next. And again, that's what we're doing. We're prophesying. And you know, and we're prophesying in the true name, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And all these other groups want to go under those fake names, you know, the heathen names. So, you know, we're only here to wake up the elect of our people and to tell them to pull out of this Babylon system. Don't make future plans here. You can see what's happening. Now some cities are starting to look like Aleppo and all the other places that they've destroyed in Syria, Libya, and Iraq. You know, it's finally coming, you know. The hammer of the whole earth is now getting hammered down by their own. These elites want to lock down America and put everybody into the concentration camps. But mostly for right now, attacking the wicked two-thirds, the melanated people. You know, and that's what their target is. And even the sewer stream media tried to cover it up, but homeless guys said that they were killing homeless people in the streets. You know, because that's what's happening. Is this beast, the devil, you know, Esau, the so-called white man, is coming down, you know, having great wrath. And of course he'll kill his own people to make an example. He does it all the time, you know, like 9/11. You know, it was mostly Edomites that were killed in that. But he did that just to show his power, so they could go under the false narrative of a war on terror, looking for a guy that they'll never find. You know, and then there's this hoax, Osama bin Laden, which was a fictional character that could never be found, but they just continue the war. Because Iraq and Afghanistan had nothing to do with that. It was George Bush and the elites there that pulled that off, which is really under the command of the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, who are really the bloodline of the Borgias, which is the false Christ image. you know, that everybody worships. When they hear the name Jesus Christ, they immediately think of Cesare Borgia. You know, they don't think that he was dark-skinned with white woolly hair. No, they think of Cesare Borgia. And that's how Esau sits in the temple, proclaiming to be God, showing that he is God, because all the images are of the Borgias, the Edomites. So we're seeing all that unfold, and this truth is being declared on the four quarters of the earth, you know, and Esau wants to try and stop it. You know, he's sending all these, you know, Christian groups to try to come against us. And it's not working because they don't have the fullness of the Bible. They never have, you know, but they've kept everybody under that strong delusion. And our people see us on the streets teaching, and they just ignore us, you know. They just kind of mock and laugh, you know. They don't want to believe that the Son of Man was a black man with white woolly hair. They'd still rather believe the image of Cesare Borgia, which is not even biblical. You know, do any of the images of Cesare Borgia even have a golden girdle? Do they even have white woolly hair? No, he didn't have any of those things. You know, they make him a feminine character. And, you know, just as they hated Yahushua and put him to death, they hate us and want to put us to death and shall kill us. We're hated because of his namesake, because we go under the name Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, because we have the truth. And they hate us for it. Of course they do, because they've fallen out, they got scared, they fell off the wagon long ago. And so we're here to prophesy the downfall of this place, to let you know that this kingdom is coming to its end, and we can see that, you know. Lots of things have popped off since the eclipse of the sun and the Day of Atonement, the last time that I was here, you know. Jumping down to verse 32, Matthew chapter 24. Now learn of a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, you know that summer is nigh. So likewise, when you shall enter all these things, know that it's near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall never pass away. Because there's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. And that's what we're doing, is we're bringing in the new kingdom and letting you know the downfall of this kingdom, of this heaven and earth. Because Esau cannot be allowed in the next kingdom. He's going to go into slavery along with all the other nations that led us into captivity. And so his kingdom is about to come to its end. So we're declaring the new heaven and the new earth under Yahushua. But as in the days of Noah, we're so also coming of the Son of Man be. For in the days they were before the flood, they were eating, drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Again, you know, what are people doing? They're just drinking, having a good old time, partying, you know. You even had some Edomites recently do a video saying that hurricanes are fun, you know, is winds, you know, acting like this is a great thing, you know, stupid Edomites, you know. But our people are just as dumb as they are, because they worship the so-called white man. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So also shall the coming Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken, the other left. Again, you know, only the elect of our people are going to get this truth. The two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken, the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour Yahushua doth come. But know this, that if the goodman of the house had known and what watch the thief would have come, he would have watched and would have suffered his house not to be broken into. Again, we're letting you know what time it is. We see everything that's going on. We see that they are planning to go into Syria, no matter what Russia says, so we know that this place is going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. That now Turkey even has these S-400 systems. This place is going to be blown to bits, and 2/3 of our people are going to be caught up in it, as they're caught up right now in just the beginning of sorrows, the hurricanes and the high winds. Therefore you should also or 45. When then is a faithful and wise servant whom the Lord hath made ruler of his household to give them meat in due season, which we're trying to give you all the meat that we can. Seek us while we may be found. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, which you can see a lot of people bug out, and they just go back to the 501c3 church, even though they know that the Most High is black, but they don't care. They'll just go back to the 501c3 church that lied about what you look like, lied about everything. And shall begin to smite his fellow servants and eat and drink with the drunken, drinking on all these philosophies of Babylon the Great, of Christianity. And yet, we see that happening all the time. IUIC, Nate, who used to teach on the name Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai, but now has sold out totally. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and an hour and that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And that's what's going to happen when 2/3 of our people are destroyed. And we see it happening right now, that destroying wind, which is mostly talking about the nuclear fire, but we definitely know that hurricanes are destroying wind. And Yahweh himself is allowing Esau to do this. Of course he is, because on the right side you have Yahweh Shai and the elect, but on the left side you have Esau, the devil, Satan. And again, which side do you want to be on? That's why we come out here, is to reach the elect of our people. So I hope this has been edifying, and shalom.